The Johnson family had been searching for their dream home for years, and when they finally stumbled upon the sprawling mansion in the countryside, they knew it was the one. It was everything they could have ever wanted: spacious rooms, a huge garden, and a stunning view of the valley. It was perfect. But little did they know that the house was cursed. The first strange occurrence happened on their very first night in the house. As they were settling into their rooms, they heard strange whispers and giggles coming from the walls. At first, they brushed it off, thinking it was just their imagination, but as the days went on, the noises only got worse. Soon, they started to notice other odd things happening around the house. Doors would slam shut by themselves, objects would move on their own, and the temperature in the room would suddenly drop for no reason. One day, while exploring the basement, the Johnsons found an old diary that had been hidden away in a dusty corner. As they began to read it, they discovered that every previous owner of the house had met a terrible fate. One had died in a freak accident, another had gone insane and committed suicide, and yet another had disappeared without a trace. The more they read, the more they realized that the curse was real and that they were in grave danger. But they refused to give up on their dream home. They tried to perform rituals to lift the curse, and even brought in a priest to bless the house. But nothing worked. The curse only seemed to get stronger. And then one day, the Johnsons disappeared. No one knows what happened to them. Some say they were consumed by the curse and met the same fate as the previous owners. Others say they simply packed up and left in the middle of the night, too terrified to stay another moment in the cursed house. The only thing that remains is the eerie, empty house, standing alone in the countryside, waiting for its next unsuspecting victim to move in and meet the same terrible fate as those who came before. The couple had always dreamed of having a child, but after years of trying unsuccessfully, they decided to adopt. They were overjoyed when they received news that a young girl was available for adoption. She was 6 years old, with big, bright eyes and a sweet smile. But soon after the couple brought her home, strange things began to happen. It started with small things, like objects moving on their own, or the girl seeming to have conversations with someone who wasn't there. But it quickly escalated to more terrifying events, like the girl speaking in a voice that wasn't her own and throwing objects with a strength that seemed impossible for a child her size. The couple began to fear for their safety and the safety of their community. They tried to seek help from doctors and religious leaders, but nothing seemed to work. The girl's behavior only grew worse, and it seemed that she was possessed by a demon. As the couple delved deeper into the girl's past, they discovered that she had been abandoned by her parents at a young age and had been shuffled between foster homes for years. They'd also learned that every family who had tried to adopt her had met with terrible fates, including deaths and accidents that seemed too coincidental to be anything other than supernatural. The couple realized that they had made a grave mistake in adopting the girl, but it was too late. They were trapped in a nightmare with no escape in sight. The haunting continued, and the couple's sanity began to unravel. They were plagued by terrifying hallucinations and dreams, and their relationship began to fray under the pressure. One night, they decided to flee with the girl, but as they were packing their bags, they heard a strange noise from the girl's room. They rushed in to find the girl convulsing on the floor, with a voice that seemed to come from somewhere beyond this world. The couple tried to perform an exorcism, but it was too late. The girl died in their arms, and they were left to wonder if they had done the right thing in trying to save her. Years later, the couple still struggles with the trauma of their experience. They never spoke about it to anyone, but they both know that the demon that possessed the girl is still out there, waiting for its next victim. The couple lives in constant fear, never sure when the demon might come for them, or if it already has.